Background. In React, the various assets and video feeds are shared over a common collaborative canvas which is called a scene. When an item is dragged and dropped into a scene, it can behave as either a background or as an asset. A background acts as a surface over which video feeds and/or assets can be added. A background occupies a fixed area of the window and has different features than those of an asset. If you only have backgrounds in a scene with no assets overlaid on top of them, you will be able to easily swap the position of various backgrounds in the dynamic grid by clicking on the desired background and dragging and dropping it to the desired position on the grid. However, when scenes have multiple assets overlying backgrounds, it becomes complicated to swap the backgrounds without having to move the various assets that are stacked over them. To simplify the process, the backgrounds have been assigned a status. They are either in the locked or unlocked state, as indicated by the small lock icon in the scene menu bar. This function allows the user to move and swap the position of the various backgrounds placed in a window. When only backgrounds are present in a scene, the background status is by default unlocked. This means that the backgrounds can be swapped freely from one position to another. However, as soon as items are added to the scene as assets, the background becomes locked. This is done to prevent unintentional background swaps when assets are moved around. If, for example, 3 items are set as backgrounds in a scene, the initial background status is in the unlocked position, and the position of backgrounds can be swapped freely. When assets are added, the background status becomes locked. In order to swap the background position in scenes that also have assets present, you first need to click on the background icon to change it to the unlock state. When doing so, all the assets added over the background will become semi-transparent and unclickable. This will allow you to freely swap the backgrounds in the scene without moving the overlying assets. Once backgrounds are in the desired position, the background function should be changed back to the locked state. This will revert the scene back to its previous state in which the backgrounds are locked and the assets are selectable.